B3, what up? We are live. It's time. Sorry, just making some last second updates here. Let me update the post because we got a few more teams claimed. Houston, we knocked all the way down to 30. If anyone wants them, I'm trying to give them away here. Matty V was gracious enough to jump on Vegas, so I got that marked down. Who else jumped on what? Joe Lurch jumping on Tennessee, my guy. And then last but not least, Tampa is still out there. Dropped them all the way down to 45 if anybody wants them. I'm trying to give these teams away. If not, Houston, ton of rookies. They always have a stack of like 30 rookies when all is said and done, so I'm not worried about keeping them. Tampa, I'm a big Emeka Egbuka fan, so again, not worried about keeping them. But I did drop them significantly. At this point, I'm trying to give them away if anybody wants to hop on them. 30 for Houston, 45 for Tampa. Shit, take them both down for 70 if anybody wants them. I'll throw that out there too. But that's where we're at. Let me post in the comment section of the break that we are live now. If I can find the spot where I marked it. Oh, there it is. Was trying to entice somebody to take them. Was thinking maybe Aaron Wise might jump in. I even messaged her. Every once in a while, she's willing to jump on one. But no dice. Let's see here. Live now. Where we at? Here we go. Link for the live is up now. Link for the live is up. We are live now. Boom. Alright, so I posted that. We'll give it just a few seconds to see. Rosas, what up, kid? Welcome in, sir. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Like I said, 2 teams left. Houston, I've dropped them all the way down to 30. It's more than 20% off. Tampa, dropped them all the way down to 45 again, like 15% off. I'd let them both go together for 70 if anyone wants them. Rosas, can you see my hand in front of the camera? I was playing with the setup, so just let me know you can hear me and see me. That'd be huge, since I think you're the only one in here so far. You're the first one in. I was making some adjustments to the mic, to the camera, just kind of trying to get things groovy where I like them. Every once in a while I can't help myself. I gotta mess around with it. Alright. Other than that, we are good. We are live. Let me plug the phone in. Yeah. And if anybody wants one of those last 2 teams, let me know. Ah, perfect. My man. Thank you, Rosas. All right. How's Richie doing, man? I think I asked you about that last time, but you guys are always popping up in my thoughts just from, last year, the end of 24 into 25. You guys always jumping on your Raiders and your Cowgirls. I always fond memories of the waves that the page goes through, But I always think back to some people. I tried reaching out to Unky Boom, too. I haven't heard from him in forever. Sent him a message and never heard back. So I've been trying to get in touch with him. It's just been a hot minute since I've heard from him. Been way, 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 way too long. Way, 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 way too long. I was talking to J Vans the other day, just trying to reach out to everybody, check in, We spent so much time together on the lives. Try to check in and just see how everybody's doing, especially if I haven't seen or talked to someone in a while. Let me check the Yeah, it says we're live. 5 are watching. All right, so we got people in here. That's good. All right, B3, we're going to get started with the list of ownership and get rocking because it is 9:50, and this is a big one. 20 boxes. It's going to take a minute. All right, break 443 on the table. We got Scotty Struble in on the Arizona Cardinals. We got Jason Eli in on the Falcons. Rival card breaks, that is Donnie Scheffler, D-Money on the Ravens. Jason Eli also on the Bills. We got Mike Haralambis on the Panthers. Joe Lurch on the Bears and the Bengals. We got Charles Wiley Oxendine on the Brownies. Adam Light on the Cowgirls. We got Stanton Griggs on the Broncos. Jamie O'Hara on the Lions. Harlan Benner on the Packers. Houston still out there and available for 30 if anybody wants them. If not, I will keep them. We got Ox also on the Colts. Mike Haralambis on the Jags. Scotty Struble also on the Chiefs. Matty V, Mr. Vanover on the Raiders. Goody on the Chargers. We got Wayne Mowry on the Rams. Adam Light on the Finns. Rival Donnie Scheffler also on the Vikings. Joe Lurch on the Patriots. You got Adam Light on the Saints. B3 and the boys on the G-Men. We got Adam Light on the Jets. Shutdown. Wendell McClenn in on the Eagles. Jamie O'Hara on the Steelers. Mike Haralambis on the Niners. Andrew Thier on the Seahawks. They're looking good. Tampa's still out there and available for 45 if anybody wants them. If somebody wants to take down both Houston and Tampa together, I would do it for 70. Joe Lurch on the Titans and Goody rounding it out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player. Now, what are we breaking tonight? Well, boys and girls, this is a big one. All right. We've got 2021 and 2022 on the table. 2022, 2021, you got Select. You're looking for the ultra rare zebra die cuts, as well as the tie-dye number to 25, snakeskin number to 2. And then for Elite, you're looking for the ultra rare Razzle Dazzle. Also, autos and mems are live in both, so our numbered cards usually get a couple numbered. So 2022 Elite, Brock Purdy. 2021 Select, Trevor Lawrence. Also, 2022 and 2021 Prizm, Purdy, T-Law. The 21 is the laser parallels. The 22 is the blue. You get one light blue per box. Looking for the ultra rare red and blue super short prints out of Prizm, plus some big rookies. Autos are possible. So yeah, Prizm, 21 and 22. Bang. All right, what else we got? Rookies and stars on the hobby. 2 autos, 2 mems. Looking for 6 Optichrome inserts, also 5 numbered parallels. Usually get 1 RPA. Love rookies and stars. Lots of good auto hits. Then we've got the Optic. So we've got 5 of the blue, the Target variation. Decided to mix them up this time. So you get the Donruss Threads or Rookie Phenom swatches. You're also looking for the Red Hot Rookies, the retail exclusive, and the Downtowns, obviously. We got 5 of the blue. That's 2. That's 4. And that's 5. Dented box. Gotta love the dented ones. Then we've got 5 of the purple. So the purple is the other variation that comes with the White Hot Rookie Parallels. Also Downtown. Ultra rare is what we're chasing. We got 5. You can see them there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scotty, what up? And 5. Mr. Struble in the house. Knocked over my Lawrence Taylor Genesis. Can't do that. Whenever I swing the boxes back and forth, that happens. And then we've got Optic. Quarter case. 5 blasters. Optic, you're looking for the Purple Shock Parallels, as well as the ultra rare Downtowns, plus the Downtown Duos, the Uptowns, and the hash marks. So lots of ultra rares to chase. Purple Shocks, brand new. 5 total. So 10 Donruss, 5 Optic. All right. Last call on what's out there. If anybody is interested, Houston, 30. Tampa, 45. I'd let them go together as a pair for 75. If anybody's interested, speak now or forever hold your peace. We're going to open this one up, rip it down, get it ready to go through, and if nobody claims them by the time we are ready to start going through, I will keep them. Adam Light jumping on Tampa. Egbuka. Like it. Like it. Empty box. All right, let me mark that down. Bum, 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 bum. I know Egbuka kind of fell off at the end of the year, but I don't think that was all his fault. I think the Titans' offense fell off down the stretch as Mike Evans was clearly playing hurt and then, knocked out after that. It just wasn't the same. But I think Egbuka is going to come back even stronger. Next year, I think he's going to have a hell of a year. Just my thought. I could be wrong. Adam Light on Tampa. TB. Going after that Brady, baby. I like it. Alright, so that's updated in the comment section. Let me just throw your name next to him. Adam Light. Bang. You also snagged the Jets, Adam, which I loved. Just because the last time they sat out there, I ended up hitting a big one on them. So you just never know. Even though there's not a huge draw on the rookies. Even though I like Mason Taylor a lot. The rookie tight end. But not a huge draw on the rookies. But you never know what kind of veteran hits are out there. Speaking of which, as you saw, never know what kind of veteran hits are out there. I still hung on to that. I'm going to sell it at some point, I think. Maybe review it to grade it. I'm not sure. Richard been good. I haven't talked to him for minutes also, but I see the table. Yes, it is, Rojas. Getting hot now, baby. It's been getting... This is the time it's been getting hot. I always wondered what you did with all those friggin' crazy hits you pulled, too, man. Mr. Rabbit's Foot himself. Rosas used to go on these runs that were insane. Wild runs. Runs that were not really believable. Kind of crazy. Alright, let's remove that. We unpinned it. There we go. Adam on Tampa, alright. Mason Taylor's going to be good. Heck yeah, I do too, Scotty. I really do. Last spot, Mojo. Houston. 30 beans. Big group of rookies for Houston, too. Alright, so that's pinned. That's all good. I'm buzzing over here too. Is someone claiming something on the chat? Wow, Knicks beat out the slump with a monster 54-point win over the Nets. Oh, they dominated Brooklyn tonight. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, let me mark you down on the paper list here, Adam. What do I need? I need that and that. So Tampa going to Adam. 45 now. Mark that down as light. I got a really good feeling about this break. I've been chomping at the bit to get this one going. I got a good feeling about this one. Alright, let's start ripping down this box, and then if nobody claims Houston, I will just default them to the house, and we'll keep them. Alright, list is updated, good. Oh dang, did I just tear the page? I did. Come on, Blinky, what are you doing? Okay, alright, here we go. Last spot out. Houston for 30 beans if anybody wants them. Let's start this thing off hot, right off the rip. Can we get our best box to be the first box? That'd be wild. Actually, I don't want the best box to be the first box. I just want a good box to be the first box. Houston, last one out there and available. 30 bucks. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to have to close the office door because I can hear Trey kicking around a ball in the hallway. All right. Doesn't look like anybody's going to take Houston, so I will mark that as no longer. Let's unpin that. Then we'll remove it. Remove. Boom. All right. When was the last time you had a double case hit break? Just the other day. You mean the same case hit, Scotty, or different? Because we hit a downtown. What was it? The last break we hit double case hits or double ultra rares was oh God, which one was it? We hit the one we hit the Ashton Genty downtown and a black number to 5 auto. That one wasn't double ultra rare though. The last double ultra rare it was, oh God, where was it? Oh, it was the break where we pulled the Calvin Johnson downtown and the glass for Lad McConkey. So we pulled the ultra rare glass or case hit glass out of Absolute and the Megatron downtown. So that was the last one. But shortly before that one too, we hit oh no, that one was a gold number to 10 Cooper Cup and a Joe Burrow auto. But still 2 really nice ones. Oh, back in November, about 6 breaks ago, when I hit the Cam Ward downtown, we hit the Cam Ward downtown and then the Cookies Ultra Rare out of the Holiday Mosaic Ornament box for Mason Taylor. So we've had a few where it was 2 or 3. You know, we've been on one of those runs. I posted a recap actually just recently of like, it said the last 3 months, but you got to keep in mind we haven't done a ton of breaks over the last 3 months, maybe 12. But the amount of crazy hits we've had over those 12 breaks has been ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully tonight. That's it. That's the attitude, Scotty. That's the attitude. All right, let's go. I'm going to mark down on Facebook that we are keeping Houston, so let me do that now. I also see that Hans dropped about 3 hours ago. I always miss his drops. Like, I forget that they're dropping, and then I miss my Giants, and I get very upset. I could cry. I get very upset. Not happy. Not a happy camper. But I'll pick up a straggler at the end. All right, let's see. Blinkies, box breaks. There we go. Let's edit this. In the comment section, we're just going to say that Houston's going to stay with the house. So let's do that now. Houston stays with the house. Closed. Alright, and then let me go in and just mark Houston down as B3. There we go. B3. It gives me a second team, so I don't mind that. I like to have 2 sometimes. It's better than having 8, I'll tell you that. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We're going to do a lot of sleeving after, too, because it is kind of late. It's already 10 o'clock. So, big rookies we're going to sleeve. Everything else we're going to do after, just for the sake of time. I also noticed that I'm not really focused. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It's been acting weird today. That's why I was playing with it. All right, there we go. Will Levis leading it off. Buddha, Quinyon, Caleb, Pat Bryant on the rookie going to Denver. That's Stanton. Mullings going to Tennessee and Joe Lurch. We got Bryce Young, Kyron, Cade, Hollywood. There we go. Production line. There's a short print going out to the Chargers. Goody on Herbie and McConkey. Very nice. We'll take that. Cooper Kupp, Jennings, Waddle, Eli, Reed, Josh Allen, Slim Reaper. You got AR, Debo, Jack Besh going out to Matty V. Jalen Polk, Dak Prescott, Najee, Moon. You got Odunze on the Dominators going out to Chi-Town. That's Joe Lurch. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, McDonald, Chuba, AJ, Newsom, JSN, Benjamin Morrison going out to Adam Light on Tampa. Scattaboo going out to B3. You got K9, Russo, McNabb, Hushmanzada, Abdul Carter on a white hot, also going to B3. Then you got Swifty, Janu, Estime, Ayuk, and my homies. For Scotty will always get a sleeve. Always. Alright. Next stack, here we go. We got Trey Tucker, Tyler Boyd, Culpepper, Jahad Campbell going out to Philly. That is shut down. You got Kyle Williams going out to New England. That is Joe Lurch. Murphy, Jacobs, Bo, Madison. You got McConkey on a best of Panini Instant going out to Goody. Bigsby, Testaverde, Mad Max, T-Law, Jamal Charles, Tillman, Neon Dion, Ramondre, Myles Garrett on the press proof. That's going to be Cleveland Ox. You got Trey Amos going out to Goody. Matthew Golden going out to Harlan on the rated. Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Worthy, Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, Drizzy, Drake London, Tyrone Tracy, Tua, Charbonnet, Kurt Warner, Jarquez Hunter going out to the Rams. That's going to be Wayne Mowry. Shamar Stewart to the Bengals. Cincy, that's Joe Lurch. You got Blake Groupie, King Henry, James Cook, Big Cat Leo Williams, Mike Singletary on the Legendary Series. That's out to Joe Lurch. Then you got J Love, Corley, Justin Fields, and Puka. So first first short print going out to Goody on the production line. We'll take it. Let's get some podiums up here. All right. Now I got to sleeve a few of these just to get a border set up in the racks. So let's do that now. Get a few of these sleeved up, just so when I start stacking them, they don't fall over. That's going to be for penny sleeves. And then this will be for top load, because I top load all the color, as you guys know. Anything Prizm or silver, we top load them. Just because, you know, they're shiny, they're pretty. Alright, good. Those go there, those go there. Alright, now some of the bigger name rookies we will sleeve up. Abdul on the white hot. He had a strong finish to the year. Not a great year, but a strong finish. Scat. Gotta love Scat. Psycho that he is. He's a bit unhinged, but that's what I like about him. I like that he's unhinged. Who wants a safe, who wants a safe, even-keeled, critical thinking running back? Nobody. You want a guy who's going to run through a wall just because he wants to. That's what you want as a running back. All right, let's rotate back and forth. We're going to do one blue, one purple. One blue, one purple. We're going to save Optic for last because it is our first look at it. This is a dented box. And you know what they say about the dented boxes? 60% of the time, they hit every single time without fail. So We got a big one coming right here. This is going to be the spot where they kick us off, where we get nice and fired up early, I'm telling you. This box was the box that I picked out nice and early. I was like, that's going to be the one. That's going to be the one. Ooh, we got a kid card. All right, here we go, B3. Here we go. Good luck. First one out. Amon Ra. Mr. St. Brown. We got Buddha, Ozzy, Tyrone Tracy, Trayvon Henderson coming out for Patriots. That is going to be Joe Lurch. Jordan James for Mike Haralambis on the Niners. Cam Ward right off the rip on the rookie phenom. Who snagged Tennessee late? There you go, Joe Lurch. One of the last spots taken. I like it. Jalen Polk, Dak, Najee, Warren Moon, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Luvu, Ferguson, Purdy, Zerline, Ceedee, Dobbins, Dylan Gabriel coming out for Joe Lurch. Also on, Ox on Cleveland. That's right. Ox snagged him. There you go. K9, Greg Rousseau. You've got Donovan McNabb, Hushmanzada, Herbie on the Dominators. Oh, Galaxy of the Stars. Brock Bowers going out to Vegas, Matty V. There's another short print. We'll take that. Nice hit, Mr. Vanover. You got D-Hop, D. Breezy, Rashi, Upchurch, Micah, Van Noy, Sanistril, Levis, Jackson Hawes going out to Buffalo, and Jason Eli. Then you got JT going out to the Colts, Indy, Ox, Byron Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe, Madison, Shador on a red hot. There you go, Ox. Mr. Sanders coming out early. I like it. Brock on the Galaxy. That is a short print as well. Usually you get one or two a case for those. Good. Okay, let's get the base out of there. Why can't I open this all the way? What's in the way? Let's play a game called What's in the Way? Oh, I know what it is. It's the 130-point top loaders. We'll deal with that later. Alright. Big sleeves. I still have not gotten to the shop to get big sleeves. I gotta do that. Somebody remind me tomorrow that I have to go get big sleeves. Cam Ward on the Phenom. Very nice. We will take it. Alright, what else we got? Osa Odigizua. You got Chase Brown, Stephon Diggs, Sammy D, A.J. Brown, Ramondre, Emmitt Smith, Eric Armstead, Nick Scourton going out to Carolina, Mike Haralambis. You got Kyle McCord going out to Philly. That is shut down. Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Worthy. Champ is here. Jeremiah Trotter going out to shut down. You got Goff, Braylon Allen, Lynch, Pierce, Grossman, JD5, Coker. He had a good year this year. Cam Chancellor, Joe Ferguson on the red press proof going out to Buffalo, and Jason Eli. Gray Zabel to Andrew Thier, and then Jalen Milroe going out to Thier. Very nice. Groupie, Henry, Cook, Big Cat, Fryermuth, Josie, Theo, other Josh Allen, Trey McBride, Pinheiro, Chuba, Neon Dion, Nick Emanwari going out to Drew Thier. Drew Thier stacking them tonight. Dylan Sampson going out to Cleveland. That is Ox. You got Jerry Jeudy, Jared Verse, Run CMC, Lamar, Singletary back again on the legend. Then you got, that's to Joe Lurch. You got Laporta, Gabe Davis, Anzalone, and Shake and Bake. All right, Milrow, get in there. McCord, Scourton, Hawes, D. Gabes, and Trevion. Emanwari's having himself quite a season, too. I wasn't sleeving him during the breaks before, but he's been having such a good rookie year, I feel like I have to now. He's definitely getting votes for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Alright, let's get organized here, B3. Let's get organized. Jack Besh can get up there with Brock. Boom, we are good. Doing well so far. Alright, let's go back to purple. Oh no. Donruss down. Let's go back to the perp. Empty box. Kid card. And one more kid card just for good luck. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Box number 3. Quinion, Buddha, Levis, Pinheiro, Jalen Royals going out to Scotty on the rated. Maxwell Harrison going out to Jason Eli. Yes. Jason Eli on Buffalo. You got Rozier, Vernon Davis, Charles Woodson, Ricky Williams, Josh Allen on the Elite Series. Also Jason Eli. Cooper Kupp, Jawan, Waddle, Eli, Olave, Simmons, Culpepper, Boyd, Omarion Hampton going out to the Chargers. Goody goody. Jalen Walker going out to Atlanta. Jason Eli. You got Torrey Holt, Bijan, Jameer, Achan. Production line, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. Nice short print there for Shutdown McClenn. You got Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, McDonald, Tucker. My homies always gets a sleeve. JSN, Ozzy, AJ Brown, Demetrius Knight going out to Cincy. Joe Lurch. Jaleel McLaughlin. You got Tutu, Godwin, Ed Reed, Trey Harris. The rookies going out to the Chargers. Goody goody, off to a good start on LA. Nice short print there for the Eagles. Boom. All right, second half. Here we go. We got Swifty, Janu, Estime, Ayuk, Chuba, Debo, AR, Ocho Cinco, Kenneth Grant going out to Miami. That is Adam Light. RJ Harvey to the Broncos. Stanton, Carmichael, Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Sweat, Ashton Genty on the white hot. Matty V, very nice. We got Tank, Testaverde, Mad Max, T-Law, Dickerson, Kurt Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Ashton Jalot going out to Scotty on the defensive end. You got Ollie Gordon going out to Miami. That is Adam Light. Joe Mixon, Taysom, Micah, James Conner, Megatron on the bomb squad. That's a nice one. Detroit, that is Jamie O'Hara. You got Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, Drake London, Tyrone Tracy, Ramondre, Neon Dion, Seti Tillman, Dalton Schultz on the press proof going out to Houston. That is B3 on the unclaimed Texans. You got Pat Bryant for Stanton. Mowings going out to Joe Lurch. Where am I going? There we go. Then we got Kelsey on the base. Likely, Overshawn, Michael Mayer, Jordan Love, Malachi Corley, Justin Fields, and Puka. Puka Nakua. All right, so Genty on the white hot. We will take that, Mr. Vanover. Pat Bryant, Ollie Oxenfree, RJ Harvey, and Mr. Royals. One more base that was at the bottom. And then the sleeved. Boom. All right, let's go back to blue. Going back to blue. You know what? Let's move the Optic up there, just out of the way a little bit. There we go. All right, blue. Number 4 on the Donruss. Empty box, got a security tag rolling on out of there from Boca Raton. Boca. Tonight's garbage night. Can't forget to bring the garbage out when we're done. Someone remind me at the end of the night. Be like, yo, Blink, don't forget, garbage night tonight. Come on, we need something to heat us up a little bit. Just a little something to push us in the right direction. This pack seems way too big for whatever's in here. I get a good feeling about this box. I think this is going to be the one, B3. This is going to produce a hit. And not just a patch. Like maybe something numbered. Maybe one of those funky orange autos. Maybe a downtown. Maybe a die cut. We're going to get something out of this. It's going to be a good one. I can feel it. There's a patch in that one, so let's bury it. Last pack. This is going to be a good one. I can feel it. Sometimes I can just feel those things. Let's go right about here. All right, here we go. Devontae leading it off. You got Bo Nix, Kyle Van Noy, Cam Chancellor, Jack Sawyer going out to Pittsburgh. That is Jamie O'Hara. Trevion Henderson going out to Joe Lurch. We got Art Monk, Trey Benson, Rozier, Vernon Davis, Xavier Worthy on a Dominators. That's Scotty Struble. You got Edge, John Jefferson, Pearsall, Bonito, AK-41, Hurst, Megatron, Amon Ra. You've got Jackson Hawes going out to Buffalo. That is Jason Eli. Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane, McLaughlin, Tutu. Road to the Super Bowl, Brian Robinson Jr. Going out to Goody Goody. We got a Vortex. Matthew Golden, Green Bay. That is Harlan Benner. That's a short print as well. Very nice. We'll take that. Cooper Kupp, Jawan Jennings, Jalen Waddle, Eli Manning, Sanistro, Trey McBride, Shakir, Mike Evans, JT. Going out to Indy, that is Ox. We've got Nick Scourton going out to Carolina. That is Mike Haralambis. You got Chris Godwin, Ed Reed, Carmichael, Montgomery. Red hot is Caleb Johnson. Pittsburgh, Jamie O'Hara. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, McDonald. Old McDonald. Had a jet. Jets jet. All right, here we go. We got Slim Reaper, Josh Allen, Jaden Reed, Caleb Williams, Kyle McCord going out to Shutdown, Gray Zabel going out to Andrew Thier. You got Jalen Warren, Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon, Taysom. Road to the Super Bowl is Jake Elliott going out to Shutdown. You got Swifty, Jonnu, Aldrich Estime, Brandon Ayuk, Quinyon Mitchell, Buda Baker, Will Levis, Eddie Pinheiro, Trey McBreezy on the press-proof die cut, numbered 82 of 99, just 3 off the jersey numbers. Scotty getting the first hit. Mr. Struble jumping on Arizona late. One of the top tight ends in the league right there. We'll take that, Scotty. Heck yeah. I was hoping for a downtown, but we'll take that for a start. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's the top hit of the night right there so far. We will take it. What else we got? We got Milrow going out to Andrew Thier. Emanwari to Thier. You got Micah, James Conner, Kelsey, Likely, Tank, Testaverde, Mad Max, T-Law, Hines Ward, Hunter Henry, Cole Kmet, Jalen Ramsey, Jordan James coming out for San Fran. That is Mike Haralambis. Dylan Gabriel going out to Ox. And then Christian McCaffrey on a Threads. Run CMC going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Charles Woodson, Ricky Williams, Torrey Holt, Bijan, Jay Jetta, Speed, Musgrave, and Kendre Miller. So, all right, we'll take it. Little start. Scotty, that's it. We'll take that. You got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Why not there? You can only go up from there. The next hit's got to be better. Auto, ultra rare, something. Got to go up from there. Got to go up. We got Gabe's. Brownie's off to a good start. Eagles getting a couple McCords. Never know. He could end up seeing time at some point. These quarterbacks, especially the running ones, they get hurt a lot. Just happens. Concussions, shoulders, hands. They just seem to get banged up. Got to order a couple more cases of top loaders. I keep forgetting. Then I got to go to Walmart and get them where they're severely overpriced. Not as overpriced as Target, but they're still overpriced when you're using them in large numbers like we do. It's definitely not price savvy or conscious to keep going to Walmart for them. So I got to get on my horse with that and get that taken care of. Someone also remind me of that. I need a lot of reminders here, B3. I need a lot of reminders. Scotty, I saw your brother today as I was racing out of Walmart to try to get home to get set up. So I didn't have time to stop and talk to him. He was talking to somebody else, another guy in the card aisle about something. And I kind of, like, I recognized the voice, and I was like, is that a Struble? And I noticed it was Bill and not you, and I was like, he's just going to bust my chops about something. I don't have time to stop. But I caught him out of the corner of my eye as I was racing out. I just bought literally all the top loaders that they had in Sucasuna. He was probably talking smack about how some guy keeps buying all the top loaders, because that was me. I was like, oh no, I don't have time. I gotta go, but I want to say hi, but I gotta go. And then I just dipped. I was like, I'm out. But yeah, he was in Ledgewood. Probably around 7:30-ish. %99 sure it was him. I could be wrong, but pretty sure. Sounded like him. All right. Let's go back to purple. Another dented box. Let's make it a good one. Look at that. Look at that nice dent in there. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. He didn't mention it, so you're good. Nice. Yeah, I don't think he saw me. I think you know what it was? I heard a Struble. Like, you guys have a pretty recognizable tone, like brothers usually do. I'm sure me and Danny sound similar too. But you guys have like a pretty similar bass to your voice, and I heard it, and I was like, and then I kind of peeked back out of the corner of my eye, and I saw who I thought was Bill, and I was like, I basically was sprinting out the door, trying to, run the errands that I had to run and get home in time where, like, I'm not, going live super late. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, damn, I wish I had time today to stop and say what's up. But not one of those days. Tomorrow I got a whole bunch of stuff for work. I got a corporate meeting out in Short Hills. I got way too much going on. It's a busy time of year. Busy, busy, busy. Always busy. All right, here we go, B3. Number 5. Box number 5 on Donruss. We got CD leading us off. James Lofton. T. Higgins. JJ. Donovan Jackson going out to the Vikings. That's rival. And what do you know? It's Saquon on the Donruss threads for Shutdown. Shutdown doing well in the Eagles so far. Eagles not an easy pull. Joe Mixon, Taysom, Micah, James Conner, Caleb Johnson, Elite Series. Going out to Philly, to Pittsburgh. Jamie O'Hara. You got John Elway, Stafford, Carlson, Terry Bradshaw, Jacoby Myers, Josh Downs, Brock Bowers, Jordan Addison. T. Ferg coming out for the Rams. That is Wayne Mowry. DJ Giddens going out to Indy and Ox. Then you got Travis Kelce, Isaiah Likely, Overshawn, Michael Mayer, Cam Ward coming back out. This time on the white hot for Tennessee, Joe Lurch. You got Odunze, Doug Williams, Ferguson, Kyler Murray, Vita Vea, JD5, J.K. Dobbins, Dick Todd, Ashton Genty going out to Vegas and Matty V. Malachi Starks going out to Baltimore. That is also rival. You got Lockett, Douglas, ATN, Garrett Wilson, Godwin on a Dominators. That is Tampa. Adam Light. Maserati Marv, Zach Ertz, Gino, and Cam Jordan. That rack is just a little too full with the base, so let's pull maybe 3 or 4 out of there, start a new one. There we go. That should be good. Boom. Trying to stay organized so I don't have to do a lot of cleanup after. Well, we could probably move a few more over there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Second half. Here we go. Jason Taylor, David Njoku, Tyler Algier. You got Jerome Ford, T. Higgins on a press-proof red. That is Joe Lurch. Chimere Dike going out to Tennessee. Joe Lurch, love this kid. Trey Harris, that is the Chargers. Goody. You got QJ, Kuechly, Darius Davis, Ellis, Dontavian, CJ, Keenan Allen, the Cheetah, Dalton, Richardson, Coker, McFadden, Gunnar Helm, another nice one for Joe Lurch on Tennessee. Alfred Collins for Mike Haralambis. TJ Watt, Tater Tot, Kyle Pitts, Quincy Williams, Best of Panini Instant, Xavier Legette going out to Carolina, Mike Haralambis. You got Luvu, Ferguson, D-Hop, Drew Brees, Mike Williams, JT, Jamar, Jim Kelly, Grossman, Mike Green going out to Baltimore and Rival, Alec Ayomanora, another nice one for Tennessee, Joe Lurch. You got Carmichael, Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Sweat, Wandale, Shaheed, Garcia, and DK. Dented boxes are starting to kick me right in the you-know-what. Let's go, dented boxes. Time to step it up. All right, we got Alec, Gunnar, Trey Harris, DK, all the Tennessee rookies. Genty. Vanover doing well on Vegas, jumping on him late. Cam Ward, another killer Cam. We'll take it. You got T. Ferg and Caleb. Yeah, I know Best Buy's got a good price too on the 100 and 100, like 100 top loaders plus 100 sleeves. The only problem with that for me, Scotty, is like the closest one is the Rockaway Mall. So if I'm running around last minute, that's a 20-something minute drive for me to run all the way out there. And Walmart's just right down the road. So then I got to weigh, is it more worth it to waste money on the gas or the extra $2 on a pack of top loaders? And all that comes into play. You know what it is? I just need to be better prepared and just do what I need to do and order them from Cardboard Gold, where it's, $80 a case instead of paying $8 for 35, and a case is $1,000. So it's like it's just doing the right thing and doing what I'm supposed to do. Like remembering. What I need to start doing is setting an alarm on my phone that when I need something and I learn, hey, I need this during a break, as soon as we're done, go on, set an alarm for tomorrow on my phone to go do it. But here I am still with no large sleeves and running low on top loaders because I just haven't done it. So it's my own damn fault is basically what I'm saying. It's my own damn fault. It's like that country song. It's my own damn fault. I should know better. I should be doing this already, and I just don't. One day I'll learn, or I'll just keep doing the same dumb thing that I do. Let's go to Elite. Let's go to little 2022 Elite. Let's take a break from Donruss and go to a different Donruss. Because it's still Donruss. Still Donruss, just Elite. I don't know what makes it Elite, but, whatever. 2022 Donruss Elite. Let's get it. Empty box. Maybe we can find Mikey a little Brock Purdy in here, Or a little K9. A little something. Never know. Usually we can get a numbered card out of here. Sometimes you get lucky, you get the ultra rare Razzle Dazzle. Or Rassle Dazzle. That's a kid card. I saw one more kid card in there. I did. Look at that. Let's get that sucker out of there. Nobody wants a kid card in the stack. Just annoying. Get it out of the way. And we got one more. Lots of kid cards in Elite. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Javante starting it off. Jalen Weidemer going out to the Bills on a green parallel rookie for Jason Eli. You got Rodgers on a field vision going out to Harlan Benner. Very nice. Mac Jones, Keenan Allen, Jalen Waddle, Nick Chubb on the Aspiration Fireworks. 446 out of 499. He's always going to be a hero to those in Cleveland. You know, I get it. He's not quite the same running back. I think Houston didn't use him enough in the playoffs. But Cleveland, Ox, beautiful, chubby. Heck yeah. We will take that to 499. 446 out of 499. All right, we got Sanders, Brandon Cooks, Run CMC, Tom Brady on the tidal wave. Very nice for Tampa. Adam Light, heck yeah. Rare to see Brady in cards anymore. Justin Fields, Jerry Jeudy, Quay Walker on a green parallel rookie. He's still with Green Bay. Great safety. Harlan Benner, very nice. Full throttle DJ Moore going out to Carolina. That is Mike Haralambis. You got Nico, Debo, Dak Prescott, Mark Andrews on a green parallel for Rival. Then you got Jamal Adams, J.K. Dobbins, Alvin Harper backwards. This is etched in time signatures. We're sending that to the back. Who's on Dallas? Adam Light. That's going to be a biggie. You don't hit autos very often in Elite Retail. That's going to be a big one. Josh Allen on the Spellbound E. That's going out to Buffalo. Jason Eli, nice one as well. CeeDee Lamb, and then Alvin Harper. Bang! 12 out of 49. Etched in time purple auto for the Cowgirls. Scotty, who is this dude? Who's Alvin Harper? 12 out of 49. What a beauty. Scotty, I defer to your Cowboys history to tell me a little bit about this guy. Maybe you and Adam Light can work something out. You're both local. That might be for your Cowgirls PC. What a beauty that is. Look at the sticker, too. All on sticker. Jelly. Peanut butter and jelly time. It's like how I feel when a big giant comes out and I'm out on him. 5 Cowgirls going right to the front. I told you I had a good feeling about tonight. I just thought this was going to be a good break. I thought we'd see some really cool stuff. Nice Brady, too. That box was all about Adam Light. Heck yeah. Getting Brady up on a podium. He got to go up. He got to go up on a podium. Nice Quay Walker rookie, too. And to think I've been sitting on that box, sitting in the back of the closet, Scotty, for like 3 or 4 years now. I could have opened that one at any time when you were on the Cowboys, and just luck of the draw. Wild to think about how some of that stuff happens. Some of these boxes that just sit around forever. Like that Joe Burrow rookie we pulled for Mike Haralambis. Such a low-numbered card. It's just been sitting around for, 6 years. Never opened it. Never bought it. As soon as we buy it, Joe Burrow, rookie auto, super low number pops out. And just to think that stuff's been sitting on a shelf or sitting in a closet for that long, that's just crazy to think about. Wild. Blows my mind sometimes how some of that stuff works. Back to the Super Bowl days. So the 90s. That's the 90s days with Michael Irvin? That's pretty cool. Back when you were a kid. Back when we were kids. Or maybe not kids, but significantly younger. Wild stuff. Nice hit, Adam. I don't even know if Adam's up yet. Adam, where the heck are you? You here? You watching, Adam? If you can't comment, at least shoot me a message. Let me know you saw that. That's wild. Beautiful card. I'll tell you, it's in good shape, too, for been sitting in the box for 4 years. Corners look good. Looks centered. It looks like it's in really nice shape. And again, if from a grading standpoint, the auto is all on sticker, so... Holy crap! What the hell is that? This is going to be wild. This is 2022, or 2021 Select. Empty box. Wait till you see what popped out of that box. Wait till you see this. Let me make sure there's not any other ones in there. Look how many security tags were in there. I think like 5. They really didn't want someone to steal this box. 1, 2, 3, 4 security tags in there. They didn't want no one to steal that box. Yeah, it's probably not super huge value, Adam, but it's really cool. It's definitely a PC card that someone like Scotty or Mike Haralambous would want. One of the Cowgirl fans, I can tell you that. Maybe you can work something out, little trade. If they got some of your PC, little trade bait for each other. All right, we are on 2021 Select, looking to throw it back and see what we can find. Good luck, B3. Dwayne Eskridge coming out for Andrew Thier on the Concourse Seahawks. We got a numbered. Oh, Kellen Mond. I don't even know where this dude is now. Probably, I think, in the UFL. This is Minnesota rival. Donnie Scheffler getting the orange premier level die cut, numbered 221 out of 249. On the rookie Kellen Mond out of LSU. That kid was good in college. Tony G on the green and yellow Concourse die cut. That one's going out to Scotty. You got a Justin Fields rookie. That one going out to the Bears. Chi-Town. Joe Lurch on the premier. Justin Fields. Derek Gore going out to Scotty on the Concourse base. You got Troy Polamalu. Mark Brunell, Hidden Talents. Jags, that is Mike Haralambous. Alvin Kamara on the die cut premier level silver going out to the Saints, Adam Light. Sam Eilinger, he's a backup on the Broncos now, I think, going out to Indy and Ox. He's behind what's his name, the guy who's going to be starting the playoff game, the expatriate. What the heck is his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. It'll come to me. Elijah Moore for the Jets on a Concourse. That's going to be Adam Light as well. Why is Josh Allen backwards? Just a weird insert backwards. Numbers. Josh Allen, Jason Eli. That's wild. What a tease. Allen Robinson on a premier level. You got Devontae Adams on a Concourse. Michael Carter going out to the Jets. Adam Light on a Concourse rookie. Zach Davidson going out to Minnesota, also rival, on a yellow and green Concourse die cut rookie. You got Derek Gore on the club level base. That is Scotty Struble. Miles Sanders. Micah Parsons on the rookie Concourse going out to Adam Light. That's a nice one. Ryan Tannehill on a numbers for Tennessee. That is Joe Lurch. Josh Palmer on a premier level rookie for the Chargers. Goody goody. You got Zach Wilson, the Milfster, on a Concourse rookie. Going out to the Jets. That's Adam Light. Then you got Mahomes. Always gets a sleeve. That one going out to Scotty. Alvin Kamara on a Concourse. No, premier level green and yellow. That is Adam Light as well. And then last but not least, Eli Mitchell going out to the Niners on a premier level base, Mike Haralambous. Eli Mitchell had a decent rookie year and then kind of disappeared. We're going to sleeve all these up now just because they are select and they're chrome. We'll just sleeve them up, get them out of the way. I think Michael Carter's still playing. I think last time I saw he was on the Cardinals. Elijah Moore is definitely still out there somewhere. Not sure where he's playing now, but I know he's still on a team. He's like a number 3 or 4 receiver. Jarrett Stidham, that's who Sam Eilinger is backing up now in Denver, I'm pretty sure. Sammy Eilinger. You got Derek Gore. He is the son, I believe, of Frank Gore. And Dwayne Eskridge, I believe, is still kick and punt returning somewhere. Heard his name come up towards the end of the season for a team. Just can't remember who or where. But some of those rookies are still out there somewhere trying to make a name for themselves and latch on somewhere. Kellen Mond, nice little die cut for a rookie. You never know. He could be the next Kurt Warner. He could find himself back in the league in about 3 years. Who knows? Never know. Nice Tony G on the color. One of the all-time great tight ends. Alvin Kamara. Zach Davidson. Nice rookie die cut there. We'll put him up there with Kellen Mond. That was a Vikings box for sure. These are all base, right? Yep, base, so we'll get those out of the way. Alvin Kamara getting a bunch of color out of that box. He had a terrible year this year. He was injured pretty much the entire season. I only know that because I drafted him in my uncle's league, and he did nothing for me. He sat on the bench almost all year. I was too afraid to drop him because if I did and he came back and he lit it up, I would have been kicking myself. So I just hung on to him. I should have known better, but, you know, we do some dumb things in fantasy sometimes. We're all prone to do some dumb shit in fantasy football. Yeah, Brady doesn't really come out much anymore because of his whole deal with Fanatics, so it's nice to get a few Bradys when you can. That's a nice one, too. Micah Parsons on the rookie. We'll take that, now that he's a Packer, though. Justin Fields, you never know. A lot of quarterbacks don't succeed with the Jets. He could latch on somewhere else and do well if somebody actually builds their scheme around what he does well instead of trying to force him into a scheme that doesn't work for him. So you never know with Fields. Or for that matter, Milfson. Never know. They could latch on somewhere. Josh Palmer, I think, ended up going to the Bills on a trade. All right. That was a little bit of throwback fun. Let's get back to business. We're going to go to the blue. At some point I'm going to have to get up and pee. I can feel it coming, but we're going to try to get as much as we can done before I got to get up and make that happen. I think we got a few more boxes in us. Empty box. Security tag coming out of Bradenton, Florida. Get a swig of seltzer here. It's only 11. We're making really good time. Not even 11, but we're making good time. Kid card. This feels like a patch. Yep, we got a patch in that one. Slide that down to the bottom. Bunch of shavings everywhere. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Greg the Leg. Seedy. Dobbins. McFadden. Kyle Van Noy. You got Ollie Gordon coming back out for Miami and Adam Light. Byron Murphy. Josh Jacobs. Dwayne Bowe. Madison. Will Howard on the rookies going out to Pittsburgh. Jamie O'Hara. You got Osa, Chase Brown, Diggs, Darnold, Sanistril, Levis, A.J. Brown, Ramondre, Pat Bryant coming out for Stanton. Khalil Mullings coming out for Tennessee and Joe Lurch. Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Worthy, Emeka Egbuka. Tampa. Adam Light. Very nice. Red hot. Goff, Allen, Lynch, Pierce, Emmett Smith, Arik Armstead. You got Grossman, JD5, Jack Besh coming back out for Matty V. Benjamin Morrison coming back out for Adam Light. You got Groupie, King Henry, James Cook, Big Cat Leo Williams. Champ is here. Cooper DeJean going out to shut down. Then you got Muth, Jewel, Theo, and other Josh Allen. Second half, we got Coker, Cam Chancellor, Trey McBride, Pinheiro. You got Luvu on the red press proof. Nice color match there for Goody Goody. Scataboo coming back out for B3. Jihad Campbell coming out for Shutdown. You got Judy, Verse, C-Mac, Lamar, Laporta, Gabe, Anzalone, Shake and Bake, Chuba, Neon Dion, Will Anderson, BTJ, Kyle Williams going out to Joe Lurch. Trey Amos to Goody Goody. You got Jalen Wright, T Sizzle, Art Monk, Trey Benson. Rated Rookie Retro, Quinn Ewers going out to Miami and Adam Light. We'll take that. Michael Wilson, Rich Gannon. Trey Franklin, Fairbairn, Buddha, Ozzy, Tyrone Tracy, Brock Purdy, RJ Harvey holding back. That's Stanton Griggs, by the way. Jalot holding back. Michael Penix Jr. Jalot going out to Scotty. Michael Penix going out to Atlanta. That is going to be Jason Eli. Then you got Kenny G, Rousseau, McNabb, Hushmanzada, D-Hop, Drew Brees, Rashee Rice, and Upchurch. So Falcons on the board with a little Michael Penix Jr. We'll take that. He got injured this year, but you never know. He could be the answer in Atlanta. He's just got to get some opportunity and stay healthy. Key is staying healthy. Let's get Ewers on the board. He might replace Tua next year. Or they might keep Tua. It's still kind of up in the air. No one really knows what's going on with that quarterback room in Miami now that they fired their coach. Total question mark. Little Ollie Gordon. We'll get him back up there with the other one. Boom. All right. Get a few more top loaders up here. Get a stack for the rack. A stack for the rack. Okay. Let's go back to purple. This is number 7. 3 left after this one. Got another case of megas in too. All my pre-order stuff starting to come in, which is good. I love when all that stuff starts to roll in. You pay for it like 3 months in advance, and then all of a sudden it just starts rolling in the mail. It's always a good thing. Need that. Need that stuff to keep rolling in. Optic should start rolling in soon in bigger numbers, which would be fantastic. Can't wait for that. Optic, one of my favorite products of the year, every year. Hearing a lot of complaints about Optic this year, but I don't know, what I've seen so far has looked really good. So some people always complain about everything. Kid card. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Lucky number 7. What do we got? We got Tyrone Tracy leading it off. Tua, Charbonnet, Kurt Warner, Ali Oxenfree back again. Miami. Adam Light on the Ollie Gordon. Pat Bryant going out to Stanton. We've got Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Worthy, Jackson Dart on the Vortex. This is one I do not have yet. Very excited about that one. Finally, something cool that I pulled for myself. I have not been able to pull a decent Jackson Dart card ever. Heck yeah. That is one I do not have yet. Very excited. Look at that. Heck yeah. Darty party in the house. We'll take it. We will take it. What else we got? Hooked on a Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, Drake London, Dickerson, Ocho Cinco, Trent Green, Saquon, Mullings going out to Tennessee, and Joe Lurch. Didn't see a lot of him this year. You got Groupie, King Henry, James Cook, Big Cat Leo Williams. Oh, get out of here. Throwback is Derek Harmon for Pittsburgh. That is Jamie O'Hara. And then the Tetaroa McMillan Optic Hollow Preview. That is a biggie. Who's on Carolina today? Mike Haralambis. Heck yeah. That is a beaut. Bang. Tet showing up and showing out. It's probably the best Tetaroa McMillan card we've pulled yet. Hell yeah. Beautiful card on the Optic Preview. Jordan Love, Malachi Corley, Justin Fields, Puka, Will Anderson, Emmett Smith, Brock Purdy, Khalil Mack, Jack Besh back again for Matty V. Then you got Benjamin Morrison going out to Tampa. That is Adam Light. Judy, Verse, C-Mac, Lamar, White Hot, Luther, Burden going out to Chi-Town. That is Joe Lurch on the Burden White Hot. We got Besh. We got Pat Bryant. Stanton, you've got a stack of about 8 Denver rookies right now. But no big card. But you got a big stack. You're like the Houston of this break right now. Houston hasn't seen a single rookie, and Denver's stack is bigger than any other stack so far. So just goes to show you, sometimes a team usually always gets a bunch of rookies, and then one break they get nothing. Like, it's usually Houston and Cleveland that has the biggest stack. Sometimes Tennessee, just because of the sheer volume of the rookies they can hit. Why am I doing this again? See, I'm just starting to sleeve everything again. I got to stay focused, B3. Blinky, stay focused. What was I saying? Sometimes it's the same team that hits over and over again, and you think, you know, that's the team where you're going to get a big stack, and then it just happens to be a different team out of nowhere. How it happens, why it happens, I have no idea. Just the way it works sometimes. But usually it's not Denver. That was my point. Usually it's not Denver. But so far Denver's got a pretty decent stack. I think 3 or 4 Pat Bryant and then 3 Harvey. So you never know. Never know which team's going to take off and be hot in a break. All right, here we go. Second half, we got Myles Garrett, Malik Neighbors, Hawkinson, Tajay, McConkey, Dorsett, Adonai Mitchell, George Kittle, Scattaboo back again for B3. Jihad back again for Shutdown. Jalen Wright, T. Sizzle, Art Monk, Trey Benson, Kyron Williams on the retro. That is the Rams, Wayne Maury. You got Leggett, Craig, McMillan, Javante, Okonkwo, Dangerous, BTJ, Armstead, Ozzie Newsome Another numbered hit for Cleveland. That's the silver press proof. 125 out of 199 as Ox stays hot on Cleveland. Ozzy, bang. Cleveland may not be getting all the rookies, but they're getting some parallels for sure. Some nice numbered hits. Joe Lurch on Kyle Williams. And then Trey Amos for Goody Goody. You got Rozier, Vernon Davis, Woodson, Ricky, Nico, Will Andrews, Means, Gano, Greg the Leg, B-Rob, Drew Bledsoe, Jalen Hurts, Matthew Golden back again for Harlan, Jarquez back again for Wayne Mowry, Torrey Holt, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane. You got Shake and Bake on a Dominators for Adam Light, Pollard, Burrow, Andrews, and Edmonds. Jarquez. All right, we got Golden. He's starting to build a stack back there. We got Williams. He's on the bench. Why is that corner like that? There we go. And then Scataboo back again. Scat is getting a bunch of rookies. Dart, only one. But I like the one that we got, so I'm not complaining. Mikey always finds a hit. Always. Always, always, always. He'll dig one out somewhere for sure. All right, number 8. Back to the blue. Empty box. Security tag. Security tag. My homie's sitting right on front, right on top. I will tell you, we didn't get as many patches as we usually get. Usually we get a lot more. All right, here we go. Lucky number 8. Buda Baker, Will Levis, Pinheiro, Olave, DJ Giddens going out to Indy. That is Ox. Ashton Genty coming back out for Matty V. You got Worthy, Groupie, King Henry, James Cook. Little CD Lamb on the Gridiron Kings. That is Dallas and Adam Light. You got Zach Bond, Steven Jackson, Wandale, Shaheed. Is going to be one of those flippy boxes. Jeffrey Simmons, Culpepper, Tyler Boyd, Trey Tucker, Drake May on a press-proof red. Nice color match there for Joe Lurch. Malachi Starks going out to Rival. Chimere Dike going out to Joe Lurch. Flippy. You got Big Cat Leo Williams, Judy, Verse, McCaffrey, Garcia, DK, Elway, Stafford. My homies will always get a sleeve. That's Scotty. JSN, Newsom, AJ Brown, Trey Harris coming out for the Chargers and Goody Goody. Gunnar Helm coming out for Joe Lurch. You got Lamar, Jalen Wright, T Sizzle, Art Monk, little JJ McCarthy Elite Series, that's Rival. Very nice. Carlson, Bradshaw, Odunze, and Dougie Fresh. All right, second half. Here we go. We got Chuba, Debo, AR, Ocho Cinco, Alfred Collins going out to Mike Haralambis. Will Johnson going out to Scotty. Flippy. You got Benson, Rozier, Vernon Davis, Charles Woodson, Jalen Knoll finally coming out. I got a Houston Texan rookie. It only took half the break to find one, but we got one. Jake Ferguson, Kyler Murray, Maserati Marv. You got Ertz, Dickerson, Kurt Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Isaac Tesla coming out for Detroit, Jamie O'Hara. Then you got Ricky, Torrey Holt, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Zach Bond, Champ is here, going out to Shutdown. You got Gino, Cam Jordan, Dontavian, CJ, Keenan Allen, Tyrone Tracy, you better call Tyrone, Ramondre, Neon Dion, Tillman, Makuba going out to Shutdown, Caleb Johnson going out to Pittsburgh and Jamie O'Hara. Then you got Achan, McLaughlin, Tutu, Godwin, Cam Ward on the red hot, Joe Lurch staying hot on the Titans, Tyreek, Luvu, Ferguson, and D-Hop. Better call Tyrone. Finally got me a Texan, Jalen Knoll. I always thought it was Noel, but I heard them pronouncing it in the playoffs. It was Knoll. So I don't want to, I don't want to get it wrong. We're going to say Knoll from now on. Just like I always thought it was Adonai Mitchell, but it's Adonai Mitchell. Whatever. Don't want to get it wrong. That's the way they want it pronounced. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it. All right, Genty. Another one for the Raiders podium. Another one for the Titans podium. Titans podium is full. First one to fill, Titans. Not far behind it, though, is a few others. Gunnar. All right, boom. Get the bench caught up here. All right, back to purple. We only got 2 Donruss left. This is number 9. But don't worry, we got a bunch of optics, so our downtown chase is still live and running. We got time to find one. Maybe 2. We got time, baby. I'm feeling it. I got a good feeling about this one. I got a good feeling about this one. I'm not giving up. Not giving up hope. No, sir. No, sir. Is there a fatty in there? There is. That's going down to the bottom. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Jim Kelly, Grossman, Seedy, Lofton. You got Devin Neal going out to the Saints. That is Adam Light. Dart coming back out for B3. We will take that. Mixon, Taysom, Micah, James Conner, Matthew Golden back again on another Vortex. Harlan. Very nice. 2 for 2. Elway, Stafford, Carlson, Bradshaw, Bowers, Addison, Vita Vea, JD5. You got Oladejo going out to Joe Lurch. Simmons going out to Scotty. Lockett, Douglas, ATN, Garrett Wilson, Matthew Golden back again for Harlan. That time on a white hot. We got Maserati Marv, Ertz, Gino, Cam Jordan, Dobbins, Dick Todd, Jason Taylor, Njoku, Will Howard coming out for Jamie O'Hara. Cam Ward for Joe Lurch. QJ, Keekly, Darius Davis, Ellis. Gridiron Kings, Jalen Milrow for Andrew Thier. There we go. Dontavian, CJ, Keenan Allen, and the Cheetah. Second half. Ty Algier, Jerome Ford, Schultz, Richardson, Bledsoe on a red. Press proof. Nice color match there for Joe Lurch. Derek Harmon going out to Jamie O'Hara. Bayshell Tutton going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Watt, Tater Tot, Pitts, Quincy Williams, Luvu, Ferguson, D-Hop, Breezy, Coker, McFadden, Rogers, Coleman, Emeka Egbuka going out to Tampa. That is going to be Adam Light. Elijah Arroyo for Drew Thier. You got Sneed, David, Hunter, Brunell, King Henry Elite Series for Baltimore. That is Rival. Rashi, Upchurch, Osa, Chase Brown, T. Higgins, McCarthy, Myers, Downs, Ewers coming back out for Miami. That's Adam Light. Justin Fields in a Jets uniform for Adam Light. Nice threads there. Then you got Kelsey, Likely, Overshawn, Mayer, Travis Hunter on a bomb squad. First Hunter to come out for Mike Haralambis. Then you got Odunze, Williams, Ferguson, and Kyler. All right, so the Jets getting a podium on the Justin Fields. Travis Hunter finally coming out. Quinn Ewers coming out. Got a little stack of rookies here. We got a sleeve up. We got Arroyo, Abuka. Oh, the Jets already had a podium. Look at that. We'll put Travis Hunter up on that one. Tutton. Abuka. Arroyo. Milrow, Cam Ward, back again. He just keeps showing up. A lot of Cam tonight. Matthew Golden times 2. Golden's having himself a night. All right, and then Willie Howard. Okay, let's get that with the rest of the Steelers stuff. There we go. Okay. We got one more Donruss blaster. And it's the blue. It's another dented box, too. You know what they say, 60% of the time, they hit every single time. 60, look at that dent, Jesus, 60%. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. Security tag hidden on the back. We got a kid card there. No kid card in that one. And we got a fatty on this one. Kid card. Fatty. Let's knock that down to the bottom. Alright, blaster number 10. My phone has been buzzing off the hook. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got Dickerson, Adonai Mitchell, Drake May, Jacoby Myers, Travis Hunter upside down. Going out to Mike Haralambis. It's going to be another flippy floppy box. We got Najee, Warren Moon, Kenny G, Rousseau, McNabb, Josh Allen on the Elite Series. That is Jason Eli. You got Drake London, Jordan Love, Malachi Corley, Justin Fields, flip. Algier, T.O., Gino, Alvin Kamara, Colson Loveland finally coming out for Chi-Town. That is Joe Lurch. T.J. Sanders coming out for Jason Eli. You got Hushman Zada, Byron Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe, Travis Hunter coming back out one more time. Red Hot Rookies, Mike Haralambis. Puka, Myles Garrett, Malik Neighbors, Hawkinson. You got Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker, Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett, Schweisinger coming out for Cleveland. That is Ox. Jaden Higgins for B3. You got Madison, Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Champ is here, Jeremiah Trotter for Shutdown. Then you got Tyjae, Leggett, Craig, and McMillan. Next box, or next second half, excuse me. You got Jalen Hurts, J.J. McCarthy. You got Njoku, Mooney, Press Proof Red, Demarcus Robinson, D-Rob going out to the Niners. That's Mike Haralambis. Josiah Stewart going out to Wayne Maury. Savion going out to Harlan. Then you got Xavier Worthy, Groupie, King Henry, Cookie, Javante, Nico, Will Andrews, Natron Means. Rashad Bateman, Garrison Hurst, Caleb Mahomes going out to Scotty. Devin Neal going out to Adam Light. Jackson Dart to B3. You got Big Cat Leo Williams, Judy, Verse, Run CMC, Larry Fitz on the Gridiron Kings. That's Scotty. Graham Gano, Tony Pollard, Joey B, Mark Andrews, JMO, Ramsey, Josh Allen, Boyd. You've got Mikel Williams going out to Mike Haralambis. Tyleek Williams going out to Detroit Jamie O'Hara. Travis Kelce on the Donruss Threads going out to Scotty Struble. Then you got Otten, Hollywood, Polk, Prescott, T-Law, Thielen, Sutton, and Jake the Snake. So Donruss Blasters does not yield a downtown this round, but still got Optic, baby. Still got Optic. And look at that. The Chiefs getting a podium. About darn time, Scotty. This is the time to get hot now, though. If you're looking to get hot, now's the time. Getting hot right before Optic, Prizm, and Hobby Box is always a good sign. That's the time you want to heat up. That is the time you would like to heat up. If ever a time to heat up, that is the time. Alright, we got the Darty Party. At least I'm starting to get a few darts. That's always nice. Harlan got a bunch of golden. Finally picked up a Savion. We got one Higgins to go with our one Knoll. Schweisinger, great linebacker for Cleveland. Great rookie. First one for him to pop out. Travis Hunter, he started showing up late too. Mikey, now's the time. I'll tell you the same thing I told Scotty. If you're going to get hot, time to do it is right before Optic and right before the Hobby and Prizm. Loveland and one more Travis Hunter. Boom. All right, let's get these boys up on their podiums. I don't think we have a podium yet for Houston, but we should put one up, being that we got the Rookie Revolution. That's a short print, so might as well throw them up on a podium. We'll just put them off to the side here on the left, out of the way. All right. 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. Steelers passed the Broncos for the most rookies on the bench. Buffalo not up on a podium yet. KC's got a podium. We can throw that up there with Kelsey. Rams and Lions still waiting. All right, cool. Good there. Okay, now we got to get organized a little bit here, B3. Got to get organized. We are out of big sleeves, so what we need to do is get some more of those out. But in order to do so, we got to kind of make some moves here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Something, something, something. Alright. Let me find some big sleeves here. I know we got them. I just gotta find them. Here we go. Those are 75 points. So those can go there. Alright, we got some more big sleeves. We're going to need those. 100 point, we're good on top loaders. 135, we're good. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright, we're going to go and grab some more top loaders real quick. Running low, so let's reload the rack. There we go. Penny sleeves were fine. All right, we're going to do Prizm real quick, and then we're going to take a potty break. So before Optic and the Hobby, we're going to take a potty break in between. But we'll do the 2 Prizm boxes now just to get those out of the way, because Prizm is kind of fast. Prizm moves quick. First 2021, this is the T-Law year. Empty box. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Leading us off, we got Van Jefferson, David Montgomery, Cam Hayward, Kylan Hill coming out for Green Bay on the orange laser. That is Harlan. You got Vince Young, Levante David, Peyton Turner going out to Adam Light on a base. Melvin Gordon going out to Stanton Griggs on a laser orange. You got D-Hop, Keenan Allen, Blake Jarwin, Brandon Ayuk on a laser. That is San Fran. Mike Haralambis. You got Christian Wilkins, Hollywood Brown, Jared Dokes. That's a rookie for Miami. Adam Light, Garrett Dokes. Then you got Rondale Moore on the laser rookie for the Cardinals. That is going to be Scotty Struble. You got Debo, Mike Williams. Your silver is Fletcher Cox going out to Shutdown. That's a nice one. Kadarius Phoney going out to B3 on the Emergent. Then you got Devontae Parker, Avonte Maddox, Cornell Powell going out to Scotty on the base, and then Jeremy Shocktop on the laser for B3. So no big rookie there other than friggin' Kadarius Phoney. He was a bust. Bust. Remind me to throw that in the fireplace outside. I'll add him to the podium just because. We do have a Cardinals. Yeah, Rondale Moore. Rondale. Kylan. I think he didn't really do much. He kind of fell out of the league, but it's a Prizm laser. We'll throw it up there. Cornell Powell, I think he's still bouncing around. I've heard his name a little bit. I just don't know where he's at. Dokes, I'm pretty sure, is out. Don't know about Peyton Turner. I think he's still around. He was a decent defender. And then we got the veterans. The veterans, Shockey, Big Fletch on the silver. It's a nice little PC hit there for Shutdown. Ayuk, who completely bitched out on the Niners this year and just stopped showing up. Can't believe that. They're making a friggin' Super Bowl run and you just decide not to show up. That's wild. Can't believe that. That's the way Brandon Ayuk decided to play it. If I was a GM or a coach, I wouldn't want him anywhere near my team. Sounds like a cancer. All right, here we go. Prizm 2022. Looking for Purdy. Looking for Purdy, baby. Come on. Empty box. Let's get it. Braxton Berrios. What a throwback that name is. All right, so our blue, nope, that's our green. I thought it was our blue. Our blue's in there, so let's send that down to the bottom. All right, here we go. We got our blue, and it looks like we might have a retail red short print. We do. We got the retail red super short print, so I wonder what that's going to be. That's a big hit, maybe. Cam Jordan coming first. Burnsy. Kaiir Elam going out to Buffalo. Jason Eli on the green. That's a nice one. Heck yeah. Carson Strong coming out for shutdown on the base. Then you got Fred Warner, James Conner. Rayshawn Slater is the green going out to the Chargers. Goody goody. Jake Ferguson. Nice one there for the Cowgirls. Adam Light. Adam getting a bunch of Cowgirl throwback rookies. Braxton Berrios, Tyler Boyd, Matt Ryan, Sky Moore on the green. He's still relevant. I saw him in the playoffs this year. That is Scotty Struble. You got Minka, DJ Moore, Miles Sanders on a green. Nice color match there for shutdown. Zamir White going out to Matty V, Mr. Vanover on the Raiders. Then you got Michael Thomas, Amon Ra. Your silver is Quentin Nelson going out to Indy. That is Ox. And then Malik Willis on the emergent going out to Tennessee. That is Joe Lurch. He might get a deal this year, man. He's played well as a backup. There's teams looking for quarterbacks. He might get a shot. Tyler Higbee holding back the retail red super short print. We're going to bring the back to the front. George Pickens on the negative. Bang! Pittsburgh. Who's on that? Jamie O'Hara. That is a nasty card. Hell yeah. Beauty. Nice hit. Jamie O'Hara. Then you got Harrison Smith as your blue. You get one per box. That's the Vikings and rival Donnie Scheffler. And then Higbee holding back the red, retail red, super short print. Jesse Bates. He is now a Falcon. He got a huge deal from Atlanta to go play there. Cincinnati. Who's on Cincy? Joe Lurch picking up the retail red super short print. Jesse Bates, one of the top corners / safeties in the league. Heck yeah. Nice hit for Cincy on the ultra rare. Retail red super short print. Bang. Can't go wrong with that. So we got two ultra rare. No, one ultra rare so far. I don't know what is going on with Carson Strong nowadays, but I think he's just kind of out the league. I don't think he's relevant anymore. Not too sure about Carson Strong. Harrison Smith, though, that's a nice one. He was always a fan favorite in Minnesota. Longtime Viking. This purple, or this negative George Pickens, too, is a big one. Heck yeah, what a box of Prizm that was. To get a retail red super short print and the negative Pickens. If that was a Mahomes, it would have been monstrous because it's red color match. That would have been big. Or Brady on the Bucks could have been huge. But we'll take what we got. You know, we're not going to complain. Jesse Bates still a stud. Nice hit there for Cincy and Joe Lurch. A lot of people don't even know that those are ultra rares or super short prints. They have no idea. A lot of times they sell them for like $5, and the guys who buy them are like, you know, tickled pink about the steal they just got. They just don't realize it. Got to be savvy to that stuff. Got to know what's going on when it comes to some of those ultra rares. All right, let's see here. So We got a bunch of Steelers we got to put up now with Pickens. Podium's already full. Broncos got a huge stack, but no podium yet. Same with the Patriots. Same with the Bills. And there we go. All right, so we're good. Bench is set. All right, so now we've just got Optic and the Hobby left. So let's do this. We're going to rip down our first box of Optic, and we're going to let it marinate while I run to the potty because I really got to go. We're also going to fix this Titans podium because it is just busting at the seams. It's way too full. Actually, you know what? We can wait for one more Titans card, but then we're going to have to swap it. We can let Cam Ward just rest up against it for now. Nah, that ain't going to work. All right, so who can we take out? We got Cam. We'll take out Gunner. Any Gunners we'll take out. Gunner. Got to leave Cam in there. We'll take all the receivers out. So we got Cam, and then one more. It's Levis. So there we go. We'll put those off to the side. All right. Lost the podium. Had to go fishing for it. All right, here we go. First Optic Blaster, we're going to rip her down and let her marinate. Empty box. Oh man, these feel really nice. They do got a nice feel to them. Alright, we are going to let that marinate while I take a pee break. Look who's sitting right on top, though. Got to show you guys this. Look who's sitting right on top. What an omen that is for Optic this year on the B3 break table to have Jay Dart sitting right on top. Little darty party, baby. Good omens. Good omens. Alright, we're going to let that marinate. We got one Optic Blaster on the table. We got 4 off to the right, plus our hobby box. So we are making really good time. It is not even midnight yet. So we're doing really well time-wise. We're in a good spot. I really need to go potty, though. So we're going to take a quick 3 to 4 minute intermission. If you guys got to use the restroom or grab a drink or grab a, snack or whatever, now's the time to do it. I'm going to get all this cardboard out of the way, too, since I'm getting up. We'll just do a little cleanup real quick. Perfect. All right, B3, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Let it marinate for a little bit. Alright, B3, we are back. I just realized it's only 10 of midnight. Man, we're making really good time. Where's my chapstick? My lips are chapped. I gotta figure out where the heck I put that. Where's the chapstick at? There it is. Alright. Oh, little chapstick, man. It's getting cold. What's the temperature out? Well, it says it's only 32. It feels colder than that. But then again, last night it was like 2 degrees out. It was super cold last night. Alright, here we go, B3. Back at it. We let it marinate for a little bit. Let's see what we can find. Good luck, good luck. We got Jackson Dart leading the way. First Optic on the table. Got my first Jackson Dart. Optic rated. We'll take it. James Pierce going out to Atlanta on the silver. That is Jason Eli. Then you got Mark Brunell, JMO, Tez Johnson, that is the adopted brother of Bo Nix, going out to Tampa, Adam Light, Elijah Arroyo on the purple shock, going out to Andrew Thier. Damn, that looks nasty this year. I like how it's not so much sketch in the background as much as it is the silver going across. That's a really cool design. Loving that this year. Heck yeah. Let me move that actually over. There we go. Rashee Rice, Joey B, Jordan Watkins going out to San Fran, Mike Haralambis. Uptown Quinishon Judkins. Bang! Just like that. First box going out to Cleveland. Ox on the Uptowns. Ultra rare Quinishon Judkins. Bang, bang. And just like that, we are in business, B3. Look at that. Time to slide. Time to start the slide. Changing the card up front. I wish it was Sanders for you, Ox, but we'll take it. Judkins look great this year. Bang. Let's take another look at that, actually. Let's look at that design. You got the Playhouse in the background. Bang, bang. What a start. First box magic. Quinshon Judkins. Bang. On the ultra rare Uptowns. Let's keep it going, B3. Bayshell Tutton coming out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Haralambis. Then you got Vernon Davis. Trevion Henderson going out to Joe Lurch. Donovan Izuruku. That's going out to Adam Light on the rookie Donovan. Purple shock. Breece Hall, man, I was outside. It was so cold. My nose was running like crazy. Darnell Mooney. Jahdae Barron going out to Denver. That's going to be Stanton Griggs. My homies on the best tutties. There you go, Scotty. Bang. Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy on the best tutties. We'll take that. You got Swifty, CD, Jihad Campbell going out to Shutdown. Josh Jacobs on the silver. That's Harlan, McNabb, and Chris Jones. What a start. What a start. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What a start. What a start on Optic. Little best tutties, my homies, and Worthy. We'll take that, Scotty. All right, we got got Jahad Campbell, Jahdae Barron, Trevion Henderson, Watkins, Tez Johnson, and the Darty Party. They remind me of like the 2018 Optic design. I like it. Dallas getting a shocker. Tutton on the shock. Arroyo on the shock. And then Hot Lana. All right. Not bad for box number 1. Not bad. You know what? I'm going to grab a tissue. Oh. Note to self, don't take the recycling outside tonight. Do it tomorrow during the day. Wash my hands real quick, P3. There we go. Alright. Box number 2. Let's get it. Man, I was so excited for Optic. This is why. Always so excited for Optic. Every year when it comes out. We got more on the way, too. So excited for Optic. Alright, box number 2. Let's get it. Empty box. So many possibilities with Optic. That's the fun part. There's just so much you can get with it. All right, here we go. Andres Borealis, the kicker for the Patriots, going out to Joe Lurch. Devin Neal on the shock top, going out to Adam Light on the Saints. You got Stephon Diggs, Dangerous. Tyleek Williams for Detroit. That is Jamie O'Hara. You got James Pierce coming back again for Jason Eli on the shock. Zay Flowers, Alvin Kamara, Matthew Golden going out to Harlan Benner. Malachi Starks on a shock going out to Rival. Jonnu, Khalil Mack, Robbie Oots going out to Andrew Thier on the base. Scattaboo coming out on the Optic, what looks to be like a throwback. Pretty cool card. 2-2. Luke Kuechly, Tyler Shuck finally showing up for Adam Light. If you're going to show up late. Jadon Blue going out to Adam Light on the Optic Hollow. Then you got Juwan Jennings, Jalen Ramsey, Jimmy Horn Jr. On the rated, going out to Cleveland, Carolina, Mike Haralambis. Abdul Carter on the holo, going out to B3, followed by Drake London and TJ Watt. So Abdul coming out for the G-Men on a holo. We'll take that. Jadon Blue as the Cowgirls stay hot. Getting the second holo. We got Starks for Baltimore. Pierce for Hotlanta. Saints finally getting the podium. We're going to move Carolina out in front just because of that beautiful Tetaroa. Scat Pack on the Optic throwback. Jimmy Horn Jr. We'll throw that up there, why not? Oots. Robbie Oots. Boom. All right. Number 3. Here we go. Oh, dang. I dropped my blade. Gives me a chance to fix the podiums anyway. There we go. All right. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Number 3. This one's got a little rip in it. Does that qualify as a dented box? Maybe. Maybe we can call that a dented box. Depends. Depends on how we do with it. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Matty V getting the Ashton Genty on the Optic rated. You got Pat Fryermuth on a holo going out to Pittsburgh. Jamie O'Hara. David Montgomery. Lamar. Cam Miller going out to Matty V. Quinn Ewers showing up for Miami. Adam Light on the shock. Braylon Allen, Brock Purdy, Jack Sawyer on a rated going out to Pittsburgh. Jamie O'Hara. Cam Scattaboo, purple shock. Heck yeah, going out to B3. K9, T Sizzle. Jordan James going out to San Fran. That's Mike Haralambis. Maxwell Harrison going out to Buffalo. Jason Eli on the shock. Maserati Marv, J.K. Dobbins. Benjamin Morrison on the rated going out to Tampa. Adam Light. You've got passing grade. Josh Allen going out to Jason Eli. Very nice on the insert. Tyreek Hill, James Lofton, Gunnar Helm going out to Tennessee, Joe Lurch. Calvin Ridley on the hollow, also Joe Lurch. Then you got Herbie and Saquon. Nice little Bills insert there for Jason Eli. Buffalo. Also Buffalo. Harrison. Scat getting another. This time on the purple shock. Quinn Ewers, that's a nice one for Adam Light on a shock top. Gunner. And Genty. Alright, bench is good. We got one more for the Steelers. To hide behind Pickens there. Alright. Number 4, 2 left for Optic. We got one more in us. We got one more in us. Come on, baby. Come on, one more big pop. Empty box. Here we go. Here we go. Jalen Noel going out to B3 on the unclaimed Texans. You got Jacoby Myers going out to Matty V on the hollow. Captain Kirk, Bucky Irving, Jalen Lane going out to Goody Goody. Donovan Izuriku going out to Adam Light on Dallas. You got Cookie, Kittle, RJ Harvey going out to Stanton. Woody Marks going out to B3. That's a nice one. Heck yeah. On the unclaimed Texans. You got Laporta, JSN, Trey Amos going out to Goody Goody. Little Will Johnson, Purple Shock going out to Scotty. Then you got Fryermuth, Grossman, TJ Sanders going out to Jason Eli. Justin Herbert on the play action going out to the Chargers. That's goody goody. Elway, Brian Robinson, Jalen Walker going out to Jason Eli. Curtis Rourke, backup QB going out to San Fran, Mike Haralambis. Then you got Metcalf and Kirk Cousins. Kirk go Chains. Okay. Good. Good. K. Rourke. Will Johnson. Woody on the shock top. That's the one card I kind of wanted for the Texans, so I'm glad I got it. Now I'm happy. Happy to, have had the Texans. All right, one box left. Let's go get it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the Broncos. 6 for the Patriots. 6 for the Bills. Alright, so they got stacks building over there. Alright, here we go. Last one. Good luck, B3. Good luck. After this, we move to the hobby. Empty box. All right, here we go, B3. Here we go. Good luck. Jalen Walker going out to Hotlanta. That is Jason Eli. Nick Emanwari on the Optic Hollow going out to Andrew Thier. Nice little PC hit there. Tony Pollard. Joe Burr. You got Jalen Lane coming out one more time for Goody Goody. Alec Ayomanor going out to Andrew Thier on the Optic Hollow. Very nice. Bryce Young. Dante Culpepper, RJ Harvey going out to Stanton. You got Jalen Walker on the shock top going out to Atlanta, Jason Eli. Chase Brown, Megatron, Trey Amos going out to Goody Goody. Jalen Lane, purple shock for Goody Goody. We'll take that. There you go, James. DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, TJ Sanders going out to Jason Eli on the base. RJ Harvey, purple shock. There you go, Stanton. Tajay, Jordan Addison. You've got Jalen Noel on the rated going out to B3. Mad Max on a captain's in charge. Then you've got Joe Mixon and Hollywood Brown. So one uptown only out of the 5. One uptown, no downtown. But still, it's great at our first 5 boxes to hit an ultra rare. Good omen for Optic is all I'm saying. That's a good little omen. I'm happy with that. Not going to complain about hitting an ultra rare out of only 5 boxes. Quarter of a case. I mean, look, we opened 10 Donruss blasters. We didn't get nothing. So, I mean, we got, you know, some stuff, but nothing, no ultra rare. So it just goes to show you how tough they are to hit. To be able to get one out of, you know, 1 box of 5 for Optic. It's a heck of a ratio. We'll take it. 20% hit rate. That means in a case we'd get 4. I highly doubt that, but you never know. When we get our first case in, we'll see. Stanton finally getting a podium for the Broncos. Took him just till the end, but again, rather get it now than wait for, you know, get it in the beginning and then not have anything for the hobby box. But this is the one that got you the podium there, Stanton. Purple Shock, RJ Harvey. I have a feeling he's going to be a lot more involved in the offense next year. He looked pretty good in limited action. It might, you never know, they might use him for the championship game. Need some more top loaders. We just ran out. Big stack going into the rack. There we go. All right. Also getting a podium is Washington for Goody Goody. Finally. Jalen Walker. He's been showing up for Jason Eli. Beautiful Ayo Manor for Joe Lurch. Joe Lurch stacking the Tennessee podium right now. Loading it. And also doing really well tonight, Seattle. Andrew Thier stacking that podium up as well. A lot of teams eating tonight. Alright, let's get the rest of these big stack of Broncos up there. Stanton. Full podium already. I told you had a big stack. Look at that. Huge stack. Alright, what else do I need? We need Jalen Lane going up on the Washington podium. There we go. Almost knocked over my Genesis row back here. There we go. Darius Slayton back there trying to take a dive. Alright. Let me actually clean the table real quick before we get the rookies and stars out. Get the card dust out of there. Some of these, they get so dusty once you start opening Optic. All that card shrapnel comes off. There we go. There we go. All that card dust. Any tips for storage, and can you show it? Storage for what? Like long-term toxic? Like long-term card storage? Or are you talking like, you know, just short-term being able to move from one place to another? Because if you're talking short-term, it's top loaders and penny sleeves all day. All right, here we go. Rookies and stars. Hobby. Good luck. Good luck. And can you show it? I could definitely do something like that. You know what I need to do is when I get into the new office, I'll be able to show a lot more about how we store things and how we organize and stuff like that, like content-wise. But in the office that I'm in right now, it's crowded. It's not super practical to be able to do like content to show behind-the-scenes stuff. Not super practical, but we're getting there. We're moving into the new office soon. We'll have a lot more room. We'll be moving across the hall out of this little office into the workshop, which we're going to convert into a big office. All right. All right, B3. Here we go. Last box of the evening, the hobby. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. This is not a blank, so we're going to leave that down on the bottom. Last Rookies and Stars hobby we opened, there was one filler or blank fatty that was not actually like a patch or an auto. It was just a blank filler card. There may be one in this box too. Nope, not that one. That one's definitely a real fatty. Looking to cheat to see if maybe the auto was in there. I would turn it down to the bottom, but can't tell. This one's got the fatty in it. The fake fatty. See? Just a big fat empty piece of cardboard. Alright, last but not least. There we go. Looking for 2 autos. 2 mems. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We're going to take it down to like right there. Do that whole stack in one shot. We got Xavier Leggett leading it off. Numbered right off the rip, Tampa Bay. Benjamin Morrison, purple. 311 out of 999. Going out to Tampa Bay and Adam Light. Then you got Calvin Ridley, Saquon Barkley. Oh, we got a redemption. Hold up. I didn't see the player, thankfully. But let me flip it. So you got Barkley. We got a redemption. This is the second box of Rookies and Stars, second redemption. That's wild. Redemption. We're going to let Quinshon Judkins hold on to that. All right. Next one out is Abdul Carter on a crusade. We'll take that. That plays. Heck yeah. Going out to B3. Shador Sanders on the base. Going out to Ox on Cleveland. Then you got Travis Hunter on a draft class. That one's going out to Mike Haralambis. Jackson Dart coming out on the base. Going out to B3. You've got Isaac Tesla going out to Detroit. Jamie O'Hara on a base. Then you got Andre Johnson. Garrett Wilson. Lamar Jackson on the yellow or gold. 29 out of 249. Going out to Baltimore and Rival on the gold Lamar. Bang. Very nice. Sterling Sharp. Jalen Waddle. Little Rookies and Stars Airborne. Justin Herbert going out to Goody Goody. We'll take that. Artistry in Motion is Josh Jacobs for Harlan. You got Quinn Ewers on a rookie rush going out to Miami. That is Adam Light. Mason Taylor going out to Adam Light on the base. Then you got JT going out to the Colts, Indy, and Ox. Caleb Williams, Joe Montana. Jets, you got Arian Smith, 005 out of 999, going out to Adam Light on the Jets. Myles Garrett, Larry Fitz, Omarion Hampton for the Chargers on a Silver Thrillers. That is Goody Goody, staying hot on the Chargers. You got Larry Fitz on the Touchdown Club, going out to Scotty Struble. And then last but not least, Riley Leonard for the Colts. Going out to Ox. I can't believe the Colts don't have a podium yet. Barely got anything tonight for Indy. All right, so not a bad start. We know we got a redemption auto. Rookie rush for Quinn Ewers. We got a Darty Party base. And a Crusade silver for Abdul Carter. Isaac Tesla. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter started to show up late. Shador. Browns have been crushing it all night, so not surprised to see Browns show up. Jets. Arian Smith. That's a nice one. The rookie receiver for Adam Light to $9.99. You got a gold Lamar showing up for Mr. Scheffler, D-Money, Donnie, on the gold Lamar to $249. We'll throw that up there. Benjamin Morrison showing up at a $9.99 for Adam Light. Get that up there with Tampa. Little Omarion Hampton for Goody Goody on a Silver Thrillers. Get that up there with the Chargers. Also with the Chargers, you got Herbie on the Airborne. Let's get the base out of the way. We got a couple of inserts. You got Larry Fitz on a touchdown club, Artistry in Motion, Josh Jacobs. We'll get those out of the way. There we go. Get this blank out of here too. Okay. All right. That was about half the box. We got another half to go. Let's get these out of the way. Tesla. There we go. Colts. Ravens. Boom. All right, we are good. Let's keep it moving. Sitting right on top, got to address that right away. We've got Shador on a base. So another one for Ox. And then you got Arande Gadsden for the Chargers. Goody goody. Tight end. Chargers staying hot. Gadsden on a base. Goody goody not doing so hot on Washington to start, but at least he's doing well on the Chargers. All right, we got Bijan, JD5, Fred Taylor, throwback for the Jags, Mike Haralambis, $335 out of $9.99. Ain't that cool? Heck yeah, Mikey, we'll take that. Brock Purdy, Matthew Golden coming out on the auto for the Packers that sat out there forever. Harlan jumped on him. Ends up hitting the golden auto. Heck yeah. Bang. Doesn't look to be numbered though, Harlan. Not numbered, just the base auto. But again, for a team that sat out there as long as they did, that's a beautiful hit. Nice job, Harlan. Heck yeah. All right, what else we got? Luther Burden on the Silver Crusade. That is not numbered. That is Chicago. Joe Lurch. R.J. Harvey going out to Stanton Griggs on the Rookie Rush. We'll take that. Randy Moss, Touchdown Club, red and blue, numbered 13 out of 15. Super low number for Randy Moss on the Touchdown Club. Minnesota. Bang. 13 out of 15, Donnie. Nice hit. Rival. What a low number for Randy Moss. You got mossed. DJ Giddens going out to Ox on the base. Benjamin Morrison going out to Adam Light on the base. We got Randy, Gonzo, Bo Nix, TJ Watt, High Octane Scary Terry going out to Goody Goody. Of course, I say he's not doing well on Washington, and then that beauty comes out. Look at that. High Octane Terry McLaurin, a.k.a. Scary Terry. Beautiful card. Nice hit. Goody goody. Needed that on your commies. Needed that one. Nice hit there, goody goody. Bang. Washington officially on the board. All right, we got Kurt Warner on the airborne going out to Wayne Maury on the Rams. Then we've got Tez Johnson on the graffiti going out to Adam Light. Artistry in Motion, Jared Goff going out to Detroit, Jamie O'Hara. We've got Jaden Higgins on the base going out to B3. Jack Besh on a base going out to Matthew Vanover. John Elway. You got Woody Marks on a purple going out to B3 on the unclaimed Texans. 289 out of 999. Bang, we'll take that. CJ Stroud. Mike Allstott. Team Duels. Ladd McConkey and Justin Herbert. Goody goody, staying hot on the commies. Or excuse me, on the Chargers. Will Howard on the Stellar Silver going out to Jamie O'Hara. That's a nice one. You got Tyler Booker for the Cowgirls going out to Adam Light on the draft class. Shamar Stewart draft class going out to Cincy. That is Joe Lurch. Then you got Will Howard going out to Jamie O'Hara. And Trey Harris going out to Goody Goody. We still got our redemption to unveil in just a moment, so don't disappear on me. We just got to sleeve these guys up, and then we'll get right to the redemption. So far, just the Matthew Golden auto, plus McConkey and Justin Herbert patch, and then also the Scary Terry patch. So we still have one auto on the redemption. That's our second auto. So give us just a second and we will get to that. Luther Burden. All right, let's get this sucker sleeved up and up on the podium. Chargers having themselves a day. Dang, Texans went from struggling to a full podium. That's awesome. We'll take it. And then one more for Stanton. Stanton ended up coming back with a big stack after starting slow. He's got a overfilled podium or overflowing podium too. All right. There we go. We are officially done there. Let's see who is our valued collector. Who is the redemption? We're just going to do a little flip it and get it. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Jahdae Barron. Rookie signatures going out to the Broncos and Stanton Griggs. Bang. Stanton picking up the Jahdae Barron redemption rookie signatures. Card number 131. So Stanton Slow start, came on at the right time, baby. Nice work, Stanton. Nice work. All right, we are going to officially start to get ready for the recap, B3. Another great break. Another 2 ultra rares hitting in the uptowns. First time with Optic on the table. We get the ultra rare. Of course, the downtown would have been better, but hey, Ox ain't complaining with that uptown rookie. So, you know what? We'll take it. Also, Cincy, Joe Lurch picking up the ultra rare Jesse Bates retail red super short print. That was another nice one. Adam Light getting that beautiful Alvin Harper throwback auto. All around a great break. I would say the big winner is Cleveland, obviously because of the uptowns, but outside of that, it was close. It wasn't like anyone ran away with that break. I am going to get ready to recap real quick, so bear with me, B3, while I get that situated. All right, we need that. We can throw that there. We can throw that there. Those can be the recap ones. Actually, we should see how many total we need before I start stacking them up. So let's do this. We'll put those there and then we'll see how many actual ones we need. Alright, so let's go here. We're going to do Cleveland first. Quinshon Judkins. Do I have any other Judkins? No, it was all quarterbacks. Shador. Then you got Gabriel, Samson, Schweissinger. Alright, so that's that. Now where do we go? Let's go. I think we got to go with the Cowgirls. Parsons, Ferguson. Blue. Cowgirls getting number 2. Number 3 spot, I would have to say, is Golden. And then 4 would be Mr. Stanton Griggsy. Golden. Savion. There we go. Stanton. Jahdae Barron. Harvey. Bryant, there we go. After that, it's got to be the Randy Moss with the really low to 15. After that, I would say probably the Colts with the number to 99, Trey McBride. Even though it doesn't feel like you did well, Scotty, you didn't do too bad. KC completely blew you up, but Arizona did pretty decent. Let's see here. Where do we go next? Probably the Chargers, I would say. Oh no, you got to go with the Ravens next for the low-numbered Lamar. Then Cincy for the ultra rare. Actually, Cincy's probably got to go ahead of those two. There we go. All right. Then we're going to go with the Chargers. There we go. Then you got to go Tet on the Hollow preview. Then I think you got to go George Pickens, baby. right, there's the recap. Man, I'm glad I picked up as many top loaders as I did. We didn't even go through them all. We got a lot left. We should have enough left to get through the next break, which is going to be a half a case of Donruss Megas and some Phoenix Winter and some Hobby. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, and then yeah, we're gonna have a good time with the next one. All right, let's get through our recap, and we are gonna call it a night because it is cold and it's almost 1, so we made really good time. All right, Colts, Indy, Ox. We got Riley Leonard on the graffiti. That was the only one to come out besides a bunch of DJ Giddens, rookie running back ones. Wayne Mowry on the T-Ferg, Terrence Ferguson rated. Detroit, Jamie O'Hara on the Isaac Tesla, rookies and stars, and rated out of Donruss. You've got the passing grade, Bills, Josh Allen, going out to Jason Eli. Also, Jalen Weidemer on the green parallel out of Elite. Harrison on the purple shock. Jackson Hawes twice on a rated out of Donruss. Then you got Khair Elam green, Prizm. Joe Lurch on the Patriots. Kyle Williams 3 times on a rated. Travion Henderson twice on a rated, once on an Optic rated. Jason Eli on the Falcons. You got James Pierce on a purple shock. Jalen Walker on a purple shock. James Pierce on a silver hollow. And then Michael Penix Jr. on the Threads, year 2. Nice one there. Niners, Mike Hara Lambus. You got Curtis Rourke on the silver hollow. And then Run CMC on the Threads. Shutdown, Wendell McClenn getting the Fletcher Cox silver Prizm. Also got 2 of the Kyle McCord rateds. And then a production line short print, Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Plus Saquon on a Donruss Thread. So not a bad night there, Shutdown. KC, Scotty Struble getting the Cornell Powell Prizm base. Sky Moore Prizm green rookie. Jalen Royals rated. Best Tutties, best buddies, Mahomes and Worthy. And then Travis Kelce on the Threads. Not a total miss, Scotty, but still not great. Seattle, Andrew Thier getting Nick Emanwari on a rated twice. Also on the Optic Hollow Silver. Elijah Arroyo on a rated and the Purple Shock rated. Jalen Milroe rated twice. And then the rookie Gridiron Kings. The Bears, Chicago, Joe Lurch getting Loveland on a rated. Luther Burden White Hot. Burden on a Crusade Silver Shield. And then also Justin Fields on a Premier level rookie out of Select. Matty V on the Raiders getting Zamir White on a Prizm rookie. Jack Besh on a Rookies and Stars and a rated 3 times out of Donruss. You got Ashton Genty on a rated twice out of Donruss, once on a White Hot, once on an Optic rated, and then the short print Galaxy of the Stars Brock Bowers. Not bad, Matty. Dolphins, Adam Light. You got Ollie Gordon on a rated 3 times. Quinn Ewers on a rookie rush. Ewers on a rated rookie retro Ewers. Ewers on a purple shock. And then also Adam Light on the Saints getting the Devin Neal purple shock and a Tyler Shuck Optic base rated. All right, moving to the next pile. This one going to take us all the way down to Tampa. There we go. All the way down. There we go. All right, so Tennessee, Joe Lurch getting Malik Willis on the Emergent Prizm rookie. Gunnar Helm on the rated twice, once on the Optic rated. Chimere DK on a rated twice. Elike Umanora on a rated. Also on the Optic Hollow. And then Cam Ward on a rated. Ward on a Red Hot Rookies. Ward on a White Hot Rookies. And then the Rookie Phenom Swatch Cam Ward. Not bad there, Joe, on Tennessee. B3 on the G-Men getting Kadarius Phoney on an Emergent Prizm rookie. Abdul Carter White Hot. Abdul Carter on the Crusade Silver Shield. Abdul Carter on the Optic Hollow. Scattaboo on a rated 3 times. Scattaboo on the Optic Throwback rookie. Scat Pack on the Purple Shocker. Then you got Jackson Dart on a base Rookies and Stars. A rated rookie twice. Optic rated once. And the Vortex short print. Not bad for the G-Men. Mike Haralambus on the Jags getting Bayshell Tutton on a rated. Also a Purple Shock. Draft class Travis Hunter rated, Hunter Red Hot, Hunter Bomb Squad, and a throwback Fred Warner 355 out of 999 on the purple. Fred Taylor, the old school running back. Jets, Adam Light getting the Zach Wilson Concourse rookie out of Select. Justin Fields on a Threads. Mason Taylor on a base. And then Arian Smith on a purple 005 out of 999. Also Adam on Tampa picking up the Tez Johnson graffiti rookie. Optic base rated. Emeka Egbuka rated out of Donruss. Red Hot rookies Egbuka. Tom Brady on the passing tidal waves out of Elite. And then Benjamin Morrison purple 311 out of 999. Not bad for Tampa. All right, there's one. Let's get this one going. Good. All right, we're going to take it all the way down to here. All right, B3 also on the unclaimed Texans, getting Jaden Higgins on a base rated rookie. Jalen Noel on a Optic rated twice. And then the Rookie Revolution short print. Woody Marks on a purple shock. And then Woody Marks on a purple numbered 289 out of 999. Goody on Washington, getting Jalen Lane on an Optic rated twice, also on a purple shock rated, and then the high octane swatch Scary Terry. Jamie O'Hara on the Steelers, throwback Derek Harmon. Caleb Johnson on a rated Elite Series Caleb Johnson, Red Hot Caleb. Jack Sawyer on a rated and Optic rated. Will Howard rookies and stars. Will Howard rated rookie. Will Howard the rookies. Will Howard Prizm Silver Stellar rookies, and then a throwback Prizm negative black and white George Pickens rookie. Very nice. Going to Carolina, Mike Haralambous, you got Nick Scourton on a rated twice, Jimmy Horn Jr. on an Optic rated, and then the Optic Hollow Preview Silver out of Donruss, Teteroa McMillan. Big hit there. Hard to hit. Chargers, goody. You got Josh Palmer on a Premier Level Select rookie. Aronde Gadsden on a Rookies and Stars rookie. Trey Harris Rookies and Stars. Trey also on the rated twice out of Donruss. Trey the Rookies. Omarion Hampton rated. Hampton on a Thrillers Silver rookie out of Rookies and Stars. You got the Justin Herbert Airborne production line short print, Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey, and then Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey on a team dual swatch out of Rookies and Stars. Nice night for goody on Tampa. On the Chargers. Dropping all the way down to, let's say, Green Bay. Here we go. Baltimore, rival, Donnie Scheffler getting Malachi Starks on a purple shock out of Optic. And then a gold Lamar Jackson to 249. Scotty Struble getting the Will Johnson purple shock. Rondale Moore on the Prizm Laser rookie. And then the die-cut Trey McBreezy press-proof silver 82 out of 99. Just 3 off the jersey number. Not bad, Scotty. Cincy. This is going to be Joe Lurch picking up the Shamar Stewart draft class. Also, the ultra-rare retail red super short print out of Prizm. Jesse Bates, one of the top safeties playing. Now he's with the Falcons. Took a big contract to go there in free agency. Minnesota, rival. You got Harrison Smith on the blue. 1 per box on the Prizm blue. Zach Davidson, yellow and green die-cut rookie out of Select. Kellen Mond, orange, premier level die cut. That was numbered 221 out of 249. And then Randy Moss, touchdown club, 13 out of 15. Super low number. Nice hit there for rival. Stanton Griggs, Pat Bryant on a rated out of Donruss 4 times. RJ Harvey, rookie rush. RJ Harvey, rated rookie twice. Optic rated rookie once, twice. Purple shock, RJ Harvey. And then Jahdae Barron on the rookie signatures redemption out of Rookies and Stars. Very nice. Nice job, Stanton. Took you till late to come on, but you came on quick. Green Bay, Harlan Benner getting Kylan Hill on a Prizm orange laser. Quay Walker on a green parallel out of Elite. Savion Williams on a rated. Matthew Golden on a rated twice. Golden on an Optic rated. Golden White Hot, Golden Vortex short print twice, and then Matthew Golden on the Rookies and Stars rookie auto. Nice night for Harlan Benner on the friggin' Packers, which sat out there forever. Nice job. Dallas, Adam Light getting Tyler Booker on a draft class. Donovan Izariki on the Purple Shock twice. Jadon Blue on the Optic Silver Hollow. You got Jake Ferguson on a Prizm throwback rookie. Micah Parsons on an Old School Select Concourse rookie. Then you've got Alvin Harper on the Etched in Time auto out of the Elite Blaster, 12 out of 49. Beautiful card. Nice night for Adam on Dallas. And then the big winner of the night, Ox on Cleveland. Carson Schweisinger on a rated. Dylan Sampson on a rated. Dylan Gabriel on a rated twice. Shador Sanders, Rookies and Stars. Rookies and Stars Graffiti Shador. Shador Red Hot. Nick Chubb on the Aspiration Fireworks, 446 out of 499. Beautiful card. Ozzie Newsome Silver Press Proof, 125 out of 199. Very nice. And then the Optic Uptown rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. Bang, what a night. Great job, B3. Great job. Not bad, B3. Not bad at all. We will take it. All right, on that note, though, it is 12:57. We are just before 1, which was the intended goal. I'm going to call it a night, pack up, and get ready for bed. B3, love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting this thing closed so we could break tonight. I knew it was going to be a good one. I just had a really, really good feeling about it, that we were going to hit an uptown or a downtown out of Optic, and I'm glad we did. So let's keep this table rolling, B3. We're going to be doing 10 of the megas next. 10 megas, half a case, plus some of the Phoenix Winter, which has some really nice hits that come out of there, some really nice short prints, and also numbered cards. Scotty Struble was actually telling me about these and how we needed to get them in-house. So we're going to do Donruss megas, half a case, 10, some Phoenix Winter, and still deciding on the hobby box, but more to come on that later. You'll see a warning shot soon. B3, love you guys. Stay warm out there. Stay warm. Stay inside. Don't do nothing stupid. There's a big cold snap coming.